games without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Curry is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Quincy Ace. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Rondo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Gay in the corner. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. That's 7 points for Rudy Gay.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Chris Humphries. And a change for the Kings. Caspi's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Picked away. Stolen by Gay. Right side Curry. Kings moving the ball around. So they take the lead. And that's now 10 points here for Cousins.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
Now, here is Knight. Teletovic in the corner. Clock at 6. Wide open shot is on the money. Teletovic has got 5 now. The Kings trailing. Outside Rondo. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good from outside.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo and Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
And here's Rondo. Brandon Knight getting it to go from deep. Rondo kicks to Cousins. And he gets it to go. He's got 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Tucker. The dish to Lure. Teletovic passes to Tucker. Shot clock at 3. It's Knight with the drive. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Curry. High post Cousins. Shoots from 12. Got a hand on it. Now here's Booker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They set the screen. Gay against Knight. Feeds it to Tucker. Out to the right wing. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Now here's Rondo. Screen by Cousins. Rondo dishes to Gay. Pulls up on the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Kings trail by 5. The feed to Rondo. Gay against Knight. The drive by Cousins uses both hands to slam it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now Knight. He's got 7. Now the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have Clark some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. Their road defense was a different story.
So for the Suns, Lenz checked in for Lure, and it's Archie Goodwin in for Booker. Sacramento also making some changes. Koufos checked in for Cousins. McLemore has come in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for Curry. Here's Teletovic. 8 points for him. Inside. And Tucker kicks to Knight. Len with a screen on Rondo. Knight. Koufos grabs the miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
They get it again. Pass to Caspi. Dishes it to Rondo. Koufos with it. Working on Teletovic.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Well, when it comes to finishing ability, he does have something to prove. He's been known to trick some layups here and there.
Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists tonight.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's stolen. Bellinelli passes to McLemore. Down low. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Rajon Rondo.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Knight. 7 points in the game. Goodwin kicks to Teletovic. Pass to Knight. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Len dishes to Teletovic. Goodwin passes to Len. Out to the wing. Now here's Tucker. Bellinelli is covering, but they'll get another chance. Knight kicks to Len. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Suns lead by 4. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Rajon Rondo. How he did last season. Put up about 9 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Sonny Weems comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Knight. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And Phoenix making a change here. Humphries checked in. Quincy Acies checked in for Sacramento. Butler comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Butler dishes to AC. And McLemore kicks to Collison. No good on the 3.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Now, here's Goodwin. Defense is right there. To the middle. Here's Chandler. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Darren Collison.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that. You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
That's his first personal foul, third team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were third in the league in fast break points last year.
Now here's Collison. And McLemore kicks to Cauley-Stein. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
1:46 left in the first half of the game. Humphries with a screen on Collison. Price kicks to Humphries to the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Passes it to Goodwin. Humphries sets a pick for Goodwin. Shot clock at 6. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
McLemore, no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
1:03 left in the first half of the game. Here's Collison. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Collison's got 5.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Weems passes to Humphries. There's a good screen. Here's Goodwin. And the Suns miss again.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Pass to Butler. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. He dishes it to McLemore, and it's blocked. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. "19 seconds left to play here in the half. 4 on the clock. Collison for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Weems. Got it from 16 feet. Weems got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. And we finished one half of basketball. Suns lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, coming off the loss in the last game, it seems like you guys are playing with a renewed intensity here tonight. What's been the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had to let down. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying our ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well. And their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
One problem is that they didn't show enough aggressiveness on the boards. When you start losing a game, that's when you're supposed to tighten up and toughen up. Your pride has to be challenged, and you need to rise to the occasion. They've got to be more aggressive as a team, and that will cut into the lead.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get